Hey guys, and Chris the Polish Geek, and as the headline itself says, I finally seen the Super Mario Brothers movie. That's right, I finally seen it. Like, you all know, I was very much looking forward to this movie. It was like one of my most anticipated movies this year, but then I sadly found out it's been very much delayed here until May 26th, but on May 6th, thankfully, we just had early screening. Like, this was like literally this was the early screening of the movie, and I was lucky enough to get a ticket, and so, yes, I finally seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And honestly, the movie was great. That's right. I had a really great time with this movie. Like, initially, when I was hearing people saying it was very much pure fan service and not much story, there is some truth to that, and I don't deny it. But ultimately, even though the story is very, very simple, like there are no twists whatsoever, no deep themes, no, it's very much a simple standard story you expect from Mario games, where Mario goes, rescues his brother Luigi and defeats Bowser. Generally he rescues Princess Peach, but in this movie it was his brother Luigi, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, very, very simple story, but gorgeous, a detailed animation, likable characters, and plenty of references to Mario games, more than make up for a very simple story. So yes, I had a great time with this movie. And I already said, the animation is just gorgeous. It's fantastic. The attention to detail here is simply magnificent. Like Mario's blue pants, for example, or the way you can see scales on Koopas and Bowser as well. And the Mushroom Kingdom looks so colorful. And even in the beginning in Brooklyn, the Italian food that Mario and Luigi eat even looks very appetizing and makes me want to eat it. So yes, the animation is simply magnificent. And it might possibly be the best computer-generated movie it might be the best animation computer-generated movie. Like the only computer-generated animation that I think matches this movie in quality is Asterix: The Secret of the Magic Potion and How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World. Yes, those two movies are the only two movies I could think that could match their quality animation to this movie. So yes, when it comes to animation, it's an easy 11 out of 10. That's right. Another thing that I have to talk about is, and this was controversial about the voice actors, and this is something I actually can't talk about because I watched the Polish dubbing version. Yes, that's right. I watched the Polish version because the English version was not available. So I cannot tell you what I thought about the voice actors because the Polish guy who voiced Mario I thought was perfect. Like, he very much sounded like the Nintendo Mario. So yeah, the Polish guy was perfect, but I can't really speak on Chris Pratt as Mario or Anya Taylor-Joy because sadly, as I said, I've seen the Polish version. So yes, let's get it out of the way, and I can't really speak on that. But now, another thing that was, like I said, the movie was very much filled with Mario references. If you are not a Nintendo fan or Mario fan, then yes, you will not get those references. They will mean nothing to you. But for someone who is a Nintendo fan, those references were just great. And also I heard that in the beginning, in the Brooklyn sequence, there were plenty of references to other Nintendo games, but sadly the only one I've seen was Mario playing the old Kid Icarus game on the NES. But then I suppose, because Nintendo, sadly, when it was around, it wasn't very popular in Poland, so I suppose that it's possibly the translator didn't even know those references, so I guess they just removed them. Which is pretty sad, but oh well, it is what it is. That's what you get when... Sadly, probably when I watch finally the English version someday, I will see a lot more of those references. But still, seeing at least in Kid Icarus, that's still better than nothing. And then, when Mario and Luigi get transported to the Mushroom Kingdom, that's when when things really start getting interesting. And as I said, the story is quite simple. Luigi ends up in Bowser's castle while Mario ends up in Mushroom Kingdom and meets Princess Peach. And then Mario and Princess Peach go on a rescue mission to save Luigi. As I said, very simple story, but then again, it's not like there was any way to make it deep, because this is very much a movie made purely and purely for Super Mario fans. Like, in contrast to the Castlevania TV series, which I still think is the best video game adaptation ever. Like if you compare the Castlevania TV series, although it definitely used video games as an inspiration, at the end of the day, it was obviously trying to make it its own thing. But this is very different. This, on the other hand, is very much like specifically for Mario fans, and specifically to just tell a story and make as many references to various different Mario games as possible. And it's okay. Like, I personally have no problems with that. Another thing I really liked in this movie is the use of music. Like, the use of music here was just great. Like, they use various different music, including they use so many different types of music, including modern pop music, classical music, and of course especially Nintendo music, or more specifically, the music from various different Mario games. And I loved really all that combination of the different music, and I thought everything fit so super well. So yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is that, like, during the journey to save Luigi, Mario actually meets Donkey Kong, and he has to defeat Donkey Kong in order to prove himself. And I thought Donkey Kong was awesome, because you might already know, Donkey Kong is actually my favorite Super Nintendo game. It's one of my favorite video games ever. Donkey Kong Country is literally, all three of those games are some of my favorite video games of all time, and my very first video games of all time in general. So they have a very special place in my heart, and they're so nostalgic to me. And I thought Donkey Kong in this movie was great. He was really funny and all, and his rivalry with Mario was pretty funny too, actually. So I heard Seth Rogen voice him in the English version, and apparently he was very recognizable. But again, since I watched the Polish version, I thought again the Polish guy who voiced Mario was also great. So, and even it was nice seeing Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong both in the audience when Mario and Luigi are fighting. So yeah, and honestly now I'm really hoping maybe Donkey Kong actually gets his own spin-off movie, and main villain will be King K. Rool, especially because the animation looks so great on Bowser with all his scales and all. I think it will probably look really awesome on King K. Rool as well. But oh well, let's focus on Mario now. But overall, Super Mario Bros. Movie is a really good time. So yeah, Super Mario Bros. Movie is a really good time. Although, as I already said, I will say it again, it's very, very much made for Mario and Nintendo fans. So if you are not a Mario or Nintendo fan, then it's certainly not a movie for you. But if you are, then yes, it is very much a movie for you. Like, if I compare it to Suzume, another animated movie I've seen, Suzume excels when it comes to amazing and deep storytelling, while this excels when it comes to just having fun and be entertained and see Nintendo come to life. So yes, ultimately, I really had a really great time with Super Mario Bros. Movie. Okay guys, thank you for checking out this video. Please tell me your favorite Mario game. What is it? Mine is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. And by the way, I'm really hoping maybe if they do a sequel to this Mario, maybe they will actually reference Paper Mario as well. That would be wicked awesome. So yeah, that's my favorite Mario game, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. What's your favorite Mario game? And press the like button, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you soon in another video. Talk to you later, bye!